Morning.
Peter.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone's Friday morning going?
Okay, full disclosure, Susanna's way more awake than me and Tania right now, but we'll get there.
Yes.
Yeah. I woke up this morning with a massive migraine. I've taken some ibuprofen. I feel better. And how can I not feel better having Rhonda and Hemlock on the show? I love it. Maybe in about, I don't know, in about 10 minutes, I'll be like, oh my God.
I need more coffee first.
Seriously? I got some.
Where's the coffee?
It's the coffee I need.
Come on over.
Stat.
Good morning, Darlene. Oh, she's driving. She's on her way to New York. She's going on a vacation. Good morning. Be careful with your seatbelt. And we have Papa Smurf.
3 more hours. Where are you? Right now, Darlene.
We have Papa Smurf in the house. Good morning, Papa Smurf. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Hi, Papa.
I'm too far east to you to drive past me.
And we have just me, Kathy. Kathy, last night's video, amazing. It's always amazing, always. It just, like, I don't know.
I don't know how you fight time to watch everybody's videos. I wish I could.
I
awesome.
watched it. I watched it this morning.
Well, still, you watched it. I never have a chance to watch anybody's stuff.
Oh yeah, I definitely I go back and I see, people that have come up with new videos, so I click on.
Oh my God, Darlene, you are? Oh, honey. You're literally
Kathy and me.
Minutes from me right now.
Good morning, Bonnie. Oh, she's minutes from you right now?
Yes.
Darlene, go drop her off a coffee.
I have coffee.
Do a drive-by. Drop her off a coffee. Good morning,
Hi, Bonnie.
Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
That's right. Kathy's on the road too. She's going on vacation as well. Oh my God,
Awesome.
I want to go. Can these people pick me up? Morning, Lee.
Hi, Lee.
Morning, Lee.
Yeah, everybody's like going away. I guess it's like right before school for some people, but not for you. T, your girls went to school 2 days ago.
Yeah, they started Wednesday.
Yeah, they started Wednesday. And then Rhonda, Liam is starting in September, just like our kids here in Massachusetts. They start in September as well. Oh, yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I have to get used to waking up again.
No more till 12 o'clock?
I don't look forward to it at all.
I'm a night person, but with school and the auctions and the normal house life, and you throw the school on top of that, yeah, I'm a mess.
Like, seriously, how do you even deal with that? Like, because my kids are grown and they're out of the house, and I remember when they were small, I worked, and I guess it just comes naturally. You're so used to it that it just becomes part of your life. But you have 3 girls that went into school, and then your home life, and then you do YouTube.
Yeah. It's the girl. I mean, I tell my girls, I said, this is why I have gray hair, because.
And then with everything that's going on right now too, so.
Yeah. It's tiring. And my 3 girls are, like I said, my oldest is going to be 15 in another month. My middle one's going to be 14 in 2 months. And then my little one is 11. So I deal with a lot of attitudes.
I couldn't do it. Girls, all teenagers.
Oh my God.
I would hurt something.
Oh, you're right.
Trust me, I lose it sometimes. I do lose it sometimes.
My daughter was one of the worst teenage girls you could ever imagine. I oh my God, I couldn't. I hurt somebody.
Oh man, my girls would tell, but my girls know me already, and most of you guys know me. I'm very blunt and stuff,
Yes.
and that's pretty much how I raised my girls. It's my way. I just wasn't that mom that's like, oh, that
Roll
I
the
didn't
bed. Yep. I was
didn't
like
curse
that
in
too.
front of my kids, and that's how my kids have honestly heard me cursing since they were born. They know they can't say it,
Yeah.
but it's just they know how I am, and it's hard. It's hard. Sometimes there's days that with their attitude and just nasty and and it's not, and I discipline my girls, but it's sometimes it just gets too much. You know what I mean? That I'll just be like depressed all day because I don't know what to do anymore. You know?
I think, like, I have two boys, and then I have my daughter. My daughter is the youngest. And I do have to say, raising the boys was a lot easier than raising a girl for me.
Yeah.
Not that my daughter was bitchy or anything like that. It was just, I think she was more needy than
Yeah.
than the boys were. The boys weren't that needy. They were like, whatever. But
Well, I could tell you my daughter was a lot easier at the age Leah was at right now than my son.
really,
Oh my God.
well, see,
So I'm hoping once we get to the teenage years, he will be easier than she was. Because so far he's been a freaking handful compared to my daughter.
oh,
Yeah. And I just remember my mom saying when I was a teenager, because I gave my mom a lot of crap.
Me
A
too.
lot of crap my mom dealt with me.
Just you wait. Just you wait.
And I was never the kind of kid that was disrespectful to my mom. I was just always in trouble at school. I was always doing something, detention and
That's
this
where my
and
daughter
that.
was very different from me. See, I was a troublemaker. I got in trouble. I did a lot in my teenage years that you shouldn't be doing.
Oh yes.
My daughter was the complete opposite. I never had to worry. I could always trust her. I never had to worry about her drinking, smoking, having sex, any of that stuff. But
yeah.
the attitude was horrible.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, and that's why I said I still remember my mom saying, "I can't wait till you have kids so they can put you through what you put me through." And that's what I mean. I wasn't like disrespectful to my mom because my mom would have cracked me at any age. She don't care. But I was just, and to this day, I'm 43. My mom's 70. She's still cracking me across the face if I'm disrespectful to her. That's the way I was raised. You respect your parents no matter how old you are.
We have Casual Flipper in the house.
Hey,
Morning,
Cash.
Flipper.
Hi, Cash. Hey, 710.
Shell K.
Hey, Troy.
Hi, Shell.
710 in the house. Morning, everyone. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, what I was going to say, my mom, she's 90, and I still don't smoke in front of my mother. I can't, because maybe about, I don't know, 7 years ago, I was at my mom's house and I was outside and I was smoking, and I didn't know she came around the corner from the back of the house and she saw me with a cigarette in my mouth, and my mother came right up to me, the back of her hand, boom, and a cigarette was on my lips. I was like, I was looking at her, I'm like, what the hell did you just do? Don't you dare. But she said it in Portuguese, and you can just visual Italian old grandmother type going off on you. And I was just like, oh shit. Yeah. So yeah, I still don't smoke in front of my mother, nor will I. Good morning, Tommy, you sexy
Smoking
man.
cigarettes was the least of my parents' worries.
Hi, Tommy.
I mean, I
Tommy,
got pregnant at 16, so that was the least of their worries.
Hey, there's a lot of worse things than being pregnant at 16. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
That's, yeah. Oh. Tommy, did you get a hold of T yet? You better.
No, Tommy, we need to talk.
Seriously, he hasn't?
No.
Tommy, gotta get this on the road.
Don't make Susanna throw a tantrum again, like the auction.
What's wrong with you? Oh.
Yep. What's crazy is I'm 41. My daughter just turned 25 a couple days ago,
Mm-hmm.
and my son is 9. But I had my son when my daughter was 17. I was 17 when I had my daughter. My daughter was
Wow.
17 when I had my son. So my daughter had kind of had a taste of what it's like to be a teenage mother. I don't want to say teenage mother because she didn't have to, but she got a taste of it just because, she was still in the house.
Right.
And that helped because she does not want to have kids until she's ready. Like, completely graduated college and married, and like that's in her head not to have kids until she's financially ready.
Well, you know what's funny? I actually did not want kids when I got with my ex, Eric. I told him I don't want kids. I did not want kids, and I didn't even want to get married to him. It wasn't him. I just grew up for some reason always saying, "Oh, I don't want to ever get married. I don't want to have children. I just want to do my thing." If I date, if I'm in a relationship, whatever. But of course, I end up getting married. He asked me 7 years later because I kept telling him in those 7 years, "Don't ask me to marry you. Don't ask me to marry you." I was like opposite. So I know the thing is that girls like pressure to get married to their.
Yep. No,
I was total opposite. I was like, "Don't ask me to marry you."
my daughter's like that.
7 years.
She
Yeah,
doesn't
it took me
want
7 years.
to have kids now. She's on a different, but from a young age to probably about a year ago, she's like, "I'm never having kids. You ruined it for me."
Yeah. And the same thing. I gave in and I got married. And then I said, "There's no kids. I don't want no kids. I just want to do what I want to do. No kids."
Mm-hmm.
I got pregnant a year later. Well, I got pregnant. Actually, he actually begged me a little bit. "Please, let's have one. Please." Then I had my mom begging me. Then I had his mother begging me. And I'm like, "Oh, my God." And I'm like, "Fine, just one. And that's it."
Yeah.
No, Talia wasn't my first. I actually had a miscarriage right before Talia.
Oh,
And then, well, it's okay. And then I got pregnant with Talia. And when Talia was 3 months old, 3 months, I was already pregnant with Tara.
wow.
Yeah, I was already pregnant with my second one when Talia was only 3 months old. I cried all day.
Oh my
all day.
goodness.
With no joke. I cried all day. I am one of those women that are miserable pregnant. I'm a miserable pregnant person. I know everybody's like, "Oh, I loved being pregnant, the glow," and not me. I'm sorry. From day one to the day they popped out, I hated every bit of it.
Hey, I just want to say, Darlene missed her exit while she's been listening to us. Too funny. Be careful. Watch where you're going. And then Tommy said, T, message him on Facebook. I guess he's not getting messages.
Oh, let me get that for her.
And Tommy, make sure you talk to your wife there because I gave her a message.
Rhonda, you're going to have to help me with that.
I got it. I'm going to send it to you.
Bonnie Worley, I was supposed to be able to have kids. She had 3 boys and then 3 girls. God bless you. Bonnie, better you than me, that's for sure. I don't know. I have my 3, but I'm glad. Like, I didn't want children too, before I had my kids. But then when I had them, it was just like, oh, it's amazing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love my girls. I love my girls.
No, of course.
My whole life is for my kids. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Yeah, I was just. It was a very hard years for me. Those years, very hard, and I was a lot on my own because Eric worked literally all day.
Yeah.
So I was home with like 3 kids under 4 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tegan came a year and a half after Tara was born. And I told Eric, I said, you better, no, actually, this was his words. He's like, can we try one more? Maybe this is the boy. Maybe this is the boy. And I told him, you know what? I told him exactly. I told him he would tell you. I told him you better go find someone else to have that kid with. I said, go right now and go find somebody else to have that next kid with, because it won't be me. So I told him, I said, you have 3 cheerleaders and no football players.
Hey, the girls could be football players.
Yeah, their dad is very into football, so he always said, I just need one football player. And that's why me and him always joke, said, well, you got 3 cheerleaders.
Hey, Pixie.
I was good with one. I was never gonna have any more kids, and I was very not having children with multiple fathers. So I was never gonna have any more kids, and then oops.
Yep, it just me. My mom's oldest sister had 5 girls and a boy, trying for the boy. Wow. She ended up having a boy. Wow. My aunt.
Okay, my brother is the complete opposite. They had 4 boys and were continuing to try for a girl. They got their girls, so now they have 6 kids.
At that point, I mean, it depends on the person. If they just want to have, a big family.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I had my 2 boys, and then when I had my girl, I knew, well, there was nothing else left to have. But I wasn't striving to have a girl. She happened. It's not a mistake, but she just happened. I don't like using the word that child was a mistake. No. But then I knew 3 was it for me.
Hey, Dixie.
Yeah, she said she forgot. I know that they were really busy yesterday, so.
Yeah, I want to try to start working on that.
So T, tell me, how does it feel having your girls going back to school right now with everything going on?
The truth, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. It makes me nervous every day that the girls are going to school. Especially late last night, my middle one, I don't know if you guys know, my oldest one, his name's Talia, my middle's Tara, and then my little one's Tian. Tara told me last night that a friend of her texted her saying that she just found out 2 kids in the class has COVID from yesterday in Tara's class.
Oh my God.
And I mean, I don't know. It's kind of he say, she say, but one of the boys that has COVID, I guess, told a mutual friend of theirs that, oh yeah, I've had it for a week. My mom knows, but she still sent me to school. And
wow.
I swear to God, last night I was such in a rage last night. Wow. I do everything to try to protect my girls. And it's not just to protect my girls; it's to protect me, their father, their grand. You know what I mean? It's to protect kind of like everybody in our family.
Mm-hmm.
I have a 95-year-old grandmother. And that infuriated me. That this kid, and you can't blame the kid. I'm blaming the parent.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm blaming the parent. Yep. It's a 13-year-old kid, but I'm blaming the parent. Like, what morals do you have knowing your kid has COVID and send your kid to school? What kind of
ignorance, and there's a lot of parents that say you're going to school anyway because I have to work.
It's disgusting. These parents that do this, it's absolutely disgusting to me.
I think it's very selfish, and they're putting other kids and other people at risk of catching it. And like Rhonda said, is it because they had to go to work? So like, I need to send my kid to school so I don't stay home. Hello.
Well, I'm sorry, 13 years old, I think you could stay home if your parent has to go to work.
Yeah.
You know, 13? I trust my two oldest to stay home. You know, I trust those. I mean, Tegan, it's so with Tegan. It depends on if her day, if I'll leave. But I mean, I never leave Tegan alone more than like an hour. That's it. But the other two, I'm fine with. But
you know, see, I wouldn't leave my daughter alone, but my son, I know I can leave home alone. So, yeah, if you have to do it, you have to do it.
I guess it definitely depends on the maturity of the child.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're saying 13, but you have some children out there that are 10, 9 and 10 that do have that maturity level that is a teenager. Mm-hmm. The kids these days are so much smarter, I guess, than when I was growing up, when I was that age. So, yeah. I'm saying 13, but I think it is the maturity level. Of course, I'm not going to leave a 7-year-old at home by themselves. No.
See, and I honestly think opposite of you. I think kids were more mature 20 years ago. I think kids today, oh yes, for my generation, when I was high schooler, like my girls' age, I just think we had more common sense. We had more morals. We had more of kind of,
yeah, I can see where she's saying that.
I can't think of the words. I think kids nowadays think they deserve to get stuff. I think they.
Yeah, it's a different.
Yes.
Mentality of.
Yes.
No, and I understand that what you're saying, that the kids today they feel like they're entitled and they're
that's the word I was looking for. Entitled.
They deserve stuff. But I do believe that kids my personal opinion, I believe kids these days are a lot more intelligent than say in early.
They're growing quicker than 20 years ago. Absolutely, I agree with that.
Yeah,
they might be growing quicker, but I think
they're missing certain things as they're growing.
Right. I think I mean, I raised my kids just like I was raised 30 years ago. That's how I raised my kids. Just the way my mom raised me, Mm-hmm. I see a lot of kids because, my friends' kids and my kids' friends, just what you see in the news and this and that is just, I think exactly that these kids are lazy. They think they're entitled. They're selfish. Most of them don't even care about their own family. You know what I mean? They just think they're going to be the new hit star or something. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
I truly 100% believe that 30 years ago, 20 years ago kids were more intelligent and more common sense. More driven to get something done in their life. Now I think kids are lazy.
Good morning,
and they're nastier and more attitude, and I do what I want when I want.
But can I say something too? And of course, it's not just the child; it's the way the parents are raising these children to make them feel that way.
Oh, exactly. The parents. I'm sorry, the parents today are disgusting people too. I'm sorry. You guys know how I am. I tell her how it is.
Yeah.
I think the parents, the reason the kids are like this is because the parents these days are like this. And, the parents also have their head up their ass, don't know what is going. There's no morals anymore. There's no community anymore. Everybody's out from themselves. And it shows with this COVID thing that, just like I said, my daughter's friend said, this kid's in school and he's had COVID for a week and his mother knows. Well, you know how hard it is for me not to want to go find this mother and tell her something. But that's how I see it.
Yeah.
I actually have said I would have loved to raise my girls 20, 30 years ago when I grew up. That kind of generation. Mm-hmm. I actually sometimes feel bad. My girls are growing up in this kind of environment now.
You know, Bonnie's saying something, which is a great point. There are so many parents that want to be their kids' friends and don't parent them. And there's that fine line. You can be your child's friend, but you need to parent your child. You need to know when to pull away and say, okay, but, you know, you're your child's biggest cheerleader supporter, but yeah, you're still their parent. You need to teach them right from wrong. I agree.
See, I see that completely different. You were never your child's friend.
No?
Never. Always the parent.
I agree.
You cannot be a parent and a friend. You have to be a parent. But you have to be a parent that your children are willing to talk to and tell things to and not be scared to have a conversation with.
Right.
And I agree with Pixie. Did you see what she just wrote?
This one here?
Yeah.
When kids were told in school that getting spanked, no matter the reason, is child abuse. Yeah.
Oh man, that infuriates me too. There's there is a line between child abuse and disciplining and spanking your kids. I'm sorry, I spanked my girls when they were growing up. I did.
I did too.
And I think that is the problem, that now you're not allowed to spank or even yell at your kid in a store because that's child abuse. I mean, give me a freaking break. If my kid is acting like an ass, I'm going to take care of it. You know what I mean? And I think that's the problem too. Parents are scared to discipline their kids. Parents are scared, and the kid uses that.
So that reminds me of a thing that happened to me a couple of years ago. We were in Walmart. My son was running up and down the aisle like a maniac. So I stopped him, right? And I grabbed a shirt and I said, if you don't stop your shit, I'm going to yoke you up and beat your ass. And a Walmart employee heard me. Now, meanwhile, I wasn't going to hurt him. I was just using my mom tone and getting him to realize it's time to chill the fuck out because you're acting a fool. Mm-hmm. So she came up to me and she says, I would appreciate if you didn't hurt your child. He's not doing anything wrong. He's just running. And if you continue to act like that, I'm going to have to ask you to leave Walmart. I tried to look at her and I said, I'm sorry, are you a mother? Are you, I said, I can handle the way I discipline my son the way I need to discipline my son. You handle your kids the way you need to handle yours.
You should have yoked her up too.
Right?
That's what I was thinking. I would have said, excuse me, get away from my face before I yoke you.
My daughter was mortified. She's like, she's not going to spank him. She's not going to hurt him. I was like, my God. Don't even spank him.
But that's the example. She's the kind of person that this is why this is happening.
Yeah.
But then again, you have the mothers that are like, oh, that's child abuse. That's child abuse. But their own kids are beating them up. Mm-hmm. They allow their kids to beat them up. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. My daughters don't even dare think it in your head. You know?
I'll never forget one time, not off subject, but kind of. My two boys were fighting, right? And they're 5 years apart. They were fighting in the bedroom, and all you could hear is them screaming back and forth and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And my sister was over, and she's like, are you going to go in there and say anything? I said, you know what? I am. First, I went in the closet, and I took out 2 baseball bats. I opened the door of their bedroom. I threw the baseball bats inside. And I said to them, now beat the shit out of each other because I don't want to hear it anymore. And I shut the door. They both came out and they looked at me. They're like, Mom, what's wrong? I said, I don't want to hear. Just beat yourself senseless until you guys shut up so I don't have to hear you guys fighting anymore.
Oh, I'll be right back. Doctor's calling.
They came to sit on the couch and they were like, one's looking at the other one. I think Mom's gone crazy. But they shut up. I'm like, oh my God. But my sister thought I was absolutely nuts. Yeah, but no.
Yeah, I just, and, my girls play with me. My 2 older ones also, my 2 older ones are taller and bigger than me already. And they like to play with me and say, Mommy, I'm bigger than you. I'm bigger than you. And I said, don't ever think Mommy will ever be afraid of you. I said, I'll take all 3 of you on at once. That's what I told my girls.
My son got a whooping, and he says, I'm going to call the police and tell them. Yeah, okay. Maybe the cops will come over and say, well, you know what? Maybe you deserved it. Morning, Betty.
I remember when my daughter was younger, when she got in trouble, she would go to the kitchen and grab the wooden spoon and just bring it to me. Yeah.
Yeah, really?
Yep.
That's funny.
So I didn't beat her with it. I would tap her just good enough so she'd feel it but not leave a mark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think that's what's wrong these days. People don't know where the line is anymore of child abuse and discipline. Because I feel like nobody disciplines their kids anymore. That's what I think the problem is. Well, I don't want to yell at my kid. I don't want to get in trouble. I'm sorry. I'll scream at my kid in the street if I have to. You know what I mean? Because my girls aren't going to grow up like that.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's just each parent does the best that they know how. But when you have a parent that sits there and is like, well, Johnny, do you know that that's not very nice to do? When you punch Mommy in the face, you shouldn't really do that because, no, kid's going to punch you in the face. You hold his hand and you tell him.
You touch me again, I'm going to fuck.
Yeah. No
Exactly.
kind words, because later on in life, they punch somebody in the face. That person's not going to turn around and say, you know what? You really shouldn't have done that to me. They're going to haul off and punch you back.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. But again, everybody does what they want to do and how they do it. So it is what it is. But then they're the first ones to complain. Oh, did you see Johnny do this? And I would never. Da-da-da-da-da. Bitch. My mom was watching my daughter and had to discipline her. She told my mother, I'm going to tell my mom you beat me. She said, good. Maybe the state will come and take you. No, that's funny. I told my boys I was going to make crowns for them one time because they were acting like they were royalty. That's a good one. That's a good one. Let's see. Yes, Cafe. Gonna hang with Lee. No hanging in the corner. I don't like people on the corner. Come out and play. See? It's on. My mom's parents chased the kids around the tape with the belt. Yes. Do you know that there was a story that one time my mom, I don't know what I did, and it didn't take much for my mother to go off, but my mother was yelling at me for whatever reason. My father's sitting in his lazy boy chair watching TV. My mother's chasing me around the table to hit me, and she had a slipper in her hand. Well, she was on one side of the table. I was on the other side of the coffee table. My dad was behind me. She whipped the slipper, and I ducked down, and it hit my father off the head. My father went ballistic. I'll never forget that. He was like, you crazy ass bitches, what's wrong with you? I'm the one that's getting hit. Oh my God. I always pick my battles when I got upset, and that was trouble. Yeah, you do sometimes have to pick your battles with your kids. Not everything is going to be a battle. My dad actually gave me a choice: spanking or get the Atari taken away for a week. Kathy's like, spanking.
Oh yeah, I'd rather get that spanking. Hell yeah.
Because the spanking is over and done with.
Oh, Rev, those kids are so fucking lucky that I was not around that day.
The kid's mother just laughed?
I have to use a cane to get around. Some 6-year-old kid kicked my cane and was Oh my God. And the mother laughed. I would have took that cane. Oh.
You see, the way I am, I would have kicked the 6-year-old and then knocked the mother out. That's how I would have handled that. Rev, next time you need me, let me know. That's how I would have handled that. But see, that's why these kids are like this, because the parents are disgusting people.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Magic Mike. Thank you for coming in. Ah, and Jennifer in the house. Thank you, guys.
Exactly, Miss Webbs.
Good morning, Paul. Beat some ass does wonders.
Exactly.
Sometimes. I can tell you, I was never one to beat my children. I'd never hit them. I don't want to say never hit them. I think I hit each one maybe once. And that's because they pushed me to the point. I actually think the middle one, TJ, never got hit. I think he pushed me to the point that and it was like going on all day. And I think I grabbed him by the scruff of his shirt and I put him against the wall. And I had a fist and I told him, I says, you're going to see my fist in your face because you're pushing me to that point. Well, I remember him having tears in his eyes and he said, I'm calling Dad. And I remember me calling his father and saying, look, this is what he's doing. You need to come and pick him up right now because I'm about to do something really bad. But yeah. But I think I was one to actually, I'm sitting here saying, Johnny, this and this and that. Was I that parent maybe? I don't know. I think I was. To an extent. But my kids had definitely things taken away from them when they were when they needed to be punished. That's a fact. Now, do you punish your girls too? T?
Do I punish them?
Yeah,
I'll take their phone away. I take the Xbox away. No TV. I do that. I haven't spanked my girls in a long time. It's been years. Like maybe Tegan, I'll give a little whack on the arm and say, knock it off or something like that.
mm-hmm.
But actual spanking, it's been years. You know, when they were little, they needed it here and there, you know, but most of the time now it's, you know, phone taken away, no TV, no Xbox, take away Walking Dead for a week. They can't watch The Walking Dead.
Taking Walking Dead away. Hey, Just Kim, I remember you. I know that's getting old. It's okay. Yeah, like Kathy said, there's not much respect for the elders.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go warm up my coffee. Right back.
So, Rhonda, what's on your agenda today?
Big Burn and Flamingos.
Big Burn. And that's going to be at 12.
Yes.
11 o'clock Central. That's going to be a good time. I watched his unboxings yesterday. That was cool. He always has cool shows. I had pretty good kids. My oldest had a temper, and I know I always dealt with that by just saying, get in the shower, and I would just run water over him until he calmed down. Oh my God, Kathy. Oh, good. I made you smile. Oh,
we're losing her.
I'm back.
Oh, Webbs. That sucks. Are you back?
I'm back.
Okay.
There we go. I remember having to line up and take a tablespoon of freaking castor liver. What? Liver oils?
I'm thinking castor oil.
Castor oil? And spit
Castor
it
liver
out
oil.
and drink it again. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know. I've never had that before. All right, Jennifer. JJ's excitement is contagious. That it is very contagious. No. I think my mother would put like peas.
Susanna, castor oil is like a laxative.
Well, why would you put that in your mouth? Is it because they swore?
Well, some parents use castor oil. Some parents use red hot sauce.
My mother used a smack.
Some parents put rice on the floor and make you kneel down.
My mother did that to my brother. That's what I was going to say. Dry peas and dry corn. And he would have to kneel down on them. Like, ooh. I just got the slipper. Or the wooden spoon.
Not to change the subject, my daughter Tara just texted me from school telling me 40 kids had to stay home because of this one kid. They have to be quarantined. 40 kids already because of this one kid. There's 40 kids are quarantined at home now for the next 2 weeks. I just don't see the point of starting school right now. I think they should have been back online, especially with the numbers surging. Give me a break. Already 40 kids already sent home, and there's a bunch of schools already shut down over here because of it.
Now, why can't they give parents the option of having your child either go to school or doing
They didn't make it an option this year.
Nope. Otherwise, my girls would have been home.
Yep. Even my school is going back to full in class.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, something needs to change. They really they need to take a look at that.
I know. I every day I get nervous. In school just started 3 days ago. This is the third day, and every day I'm sick to my stomach for my girls. Every day. And my middle one, Tara, kind of is a germaphobe to begin with. She's always been. So I know she's the one that just texted me saying, I might want to stay home and do online. We'll find an online school for me because she's scared. You know, it's ridiculous. And I really think they should do the hybrid again, online or go to school. Why are we pushing so much to get the kids back in school when this thing is surging? Why?
And I know a friend of mine, she's doing homeschooling right now, not school, but like her own homeschooling. And the money that she had to dish out to buy all the supplies, the books, all the programs and stuff like that was outrageous. Why aren't they giving that option to these kids and their parents, like to lower that price or even making it free? Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. That should be an option.
Of the schooling?
Yeah, being homeschooled. I mean, if you don't want to do like, you know, your school right now is not having the option of the kids being school online. So you're going to do homeschool. They should make it free for you to have to do the homeschooling.
I just don't understand why is it a big deal? They did the hybrid last year. Do the hybrid again. Why is there? What is the difference? So you can open the school full time and then close it every 2 weeks when a surge goes in the school, and then sending 40 kids home for what? What's the point? You know, I'm annoyed. I'm very annoyed about this whole thing.
Kathy, don't be afraid to tell us how you feel. I mean, that's how we learn. We're here to learn from each other, and everyone has an opinion, and we're all respecting each other's opinion. Absolutely. Do not go to the corner. No corner. A lot of schools are also shutting down because of the lack of bus drivers. They're quitting. Here's another one. You still butthurt. Bye, Michael, mate. Hey, Michael. I'm sorry, honey wheels. How are you? Because keeping kids at home does a lot of damage to their growth.
I don't believe that whatsoever, Michael. Not
Uh,
whatsoever. I do not believe that. I'm sorry. I do not believe that whatsoever. I mean, okay, so let me send my girls to school so they can be around their friends, get COVID, and end up in the hospital. Now, what was better for me? Keeping my girls at home safe. You know, they have each other, they have me, they have their dad, they have, you know, their dogs, they have everything else. So I wanted to say, let me send my kids to school so they can get their growth. And then they end up in the hospital with COVID. That makes no sense to me. That just makes no sense to me.
And Michael is saying too that about kids being left back. There's a lot of kids being left back. Well, then as parents or whoever's home in the household needs to be watching the kids and helping their children.
I agree.
Lots of kids who homeschool turn out fine. Absolutely, Kathy. They do.
Yeah, but then, like Miha said, kids need to be socialized. And I
They
agree.
do need to be. They need to be socialized, but then you could do an after-school program, or have, if there's kids on your block. Say if there's a kids on your block or kids the next street over, whatever. Kids get together and mingle. Right now, is it a good idea to have these kids and mingle and whatnot? Unless you know for sure
I think it
that
should
none of
still,
them
right now, it should still be our choice on whether we want to send our kids back to school.
Exactly. Exactly.
I agree. I agree with that. Can't imagine what is doing to those sensitive kids. They think about things sometimes mean, don't talk about it.
But the government is, of course, got their hands in our decision making, because if schools don't open up fully, then they don't get their funds, and so there's that.
Good morning, Countess April. Good morning. Thank you for coming in. I would think if your kid is being homeschooled, the school gets the money for the kid from state, and parents should get stimulus to help the costs. Very good point. Very, very good point as well. I think had I been homeschooled, I would have been bullied. I wouldn't have been bullied, and maybe my self-esteem would be higher because I wouldn't know what bullying was. Yeah, that's another subject too. Black Widow's leaving. She's going to the dentist. Have a fun time. If you can have a fun time at the dentist. Pushing back to school because the government has threatened to withhold federal funds from their schools.
Start
What do you think?
homeschooling in 10 minutes. Interesting. I might look into this.
Yeah, I'm actually going to look into that today and this weekend, actually, also.
Learning in class, learning because they need social contact. We live in a small town. Didn't shut down at all. Wow, Bonnie. Sorry about the kids that were thinking. Be scared. For my house bond, we had a night and day difference when we pulled him out of public school. One-on-one, the understanding, the ability, and research options, I felt just opened up. Good morning, Janae. How are you? Good morning, Fishing and Picking. Check with your state. Many states offer online schools for families that want to homeschool. Florida offers a public free online school. Wow. You're looking at that right now?
No, yeah. I'm going to look at it today because I feel bad. Like I said, Tara just texted me that she's nervous because 40 kids are not in school right now because the school told them they can't come back because they had to quarantine because of this one kid. I feel bad for my girls, like it really bothers me.
Yep. And I think these parents have to be held accountable too.
Oh, I completely agree. If you know your kid has COVID and you are that parent that says, oh, well, I'm going to still send my kid, I think you should be accountable for a lot of things. A lot of things for that.
Yeah. It's not so much the kid. I believe more, definitely it's the parent, because the parent's someone that's sending them to school. They definitely being held accountable. They should be. Janae, you're doing laundry, honey? Come and do mine when you're done with yours. I'll fold. You wash, I fold. In Ohio, there was a program called K through 12. Maybe stop there and see if there's anything available. Most travel supplies were free or a little cost. I think they should all be free.
Oh, it's not cheap either.
Good morning, Mystery Covers. Thank you for coming in. No, it's not cheap. The homeschool, a friend of mine that's doing it for her daughter, and it's funny because she has 2 children. Her youngest son goes to school, regular school, but her daughter, she's homeschooling, and it was over like $900 just to get all the supplies to get her set up for homeschool. $900. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm just looking up here. Do we know Mystery Covers?
Who?
Tyrannical?
Oh, yeah, Tyrannical, yeah.
Okay, let me see if I can, I'm going to go on my phone and see if anybody needs to be wrenched. Because I am not wrenched. Hey, hold on. Don't everybody jump in at talking. All right. Lee, there we go. Lee, I got you as well.
See, that's my problem. I don't even know where to start looking for the homeschooling here. Like, I don't, like, what do you type up in Google?
Homeschooling in Florida.
Morning, Texas Val. Sent both of my kids to private school, K through 12, and still, of course, had to pay school taxes. It sucked, but not as bad as our local public schools. So we did without. So you sent them to private school, but you're paying for private school, aren't you? And then what you're saying is that you're paying for the school tax, public school taxes. So you're paying twice. It's for uniforms, PK kids, and pens and bags. Everything else is free. I know here in the city that I live, we have all uniforms for 6th through 8th grade, and we pay that out of pocket, and that can become very expensive, especially if your child grows like a friggin' weed. All of this should be a personal and family decision, and we should not get upset if one family does it one way and the other does it another way. No. But we should have the decision of what we want for our own children. I went to private school, which is why both my parents had to work. It cost a lot. Most folks can't afford it. No. My great niece which is my godchild's daughter, they pay, and she's in second grade to a private school. They pay $8,000 a year for a second grader. I find that outrageous. When she goes into middle school, it jumps up to $14,000 a year, and that's in Rhode Island. That is crazy, crazy. They can afford it, I guess, but I can't. Hell no.
I'll be 1 second, Susanna.
When I was in high school and getting into all the trouble I was getting into, I almost was put into a private school. It was called Hawthorne Valley, and it was $30,000 a year.
Holy shit. $30,000.
Yep.
And what was so special?
I fought it because I didn't want to go to a private school. I didn't want nothing to do with it. Thankfully, my father, I was daddy's little girl, so.
Good morning, yeah. Ma.
But yeah, they were willing to, we went, we visited it and everything. But I just wanted nothing to do with it.
Now, was it a special kind of school? What did they teach you?
It was a school, but you stayed there. You lived there at the school.
Oh, one of those schools. $30,000. You better come out of there with a damn degree. Wait a minute. What? Hold on. I didn't get to read all of that. Good morning, everyone. Tim is doing great this morning. Going for another CT soon. Being moved to a regular room. Thank you all for the prayers and good vibes. Awesome. Awesome. So his procedure, surgery, everything went well. Thank God. That's awesome. Tell him that we're thinking of him.
Miha, I wasn't an owl back then. I was.
What were you?
I'm trying to think. I was a tiger on steroids.
Oh.
A lion.
A lion. I guess a lion can be better than a rattlesnake or, yeah.
I was always the black sheep of the family too.
Why do you think you were the black sheep of the family?
Because I was disowned when I was 16.
Okay. Yeah. I think I'm the black sheep of my family too, because of the fact that, and I know I keep talking about like being Portuguese, but that's like Eastern European, and I don't have the same mentality as they do, which is like the old country type of mentality. I came to this country, I was one, so this is home to me. I don't know anywhere else. This is home. I was 1 year old when I came here, and my siblings were older than I was. They were, in their teens. So I don't have that attachment or that way of thinking of how it was back there in Portugal. And my mom she still says, you're strange. You're not like us. Or so would that be considered the black sheep of the family when they think I'm like so different and so not like them? I don't know. Oh, my hubby keeps turning up the radio. Think he wants attention because I have my earphone on. I was private until 11. Oh, I was private school until 11. County didn't allow me to attend public VOTEC. My father fought the system, arguing he paid his share of taxes. I had to leave private for public to be able to go into VOTEC. Now, do you have VOTEC in your city, Rhonda? like a vocational high school?
Oh yeah, of course.
You do, yeah. Now, do you know that if they have to take a test and they have to fall in between a certain grade in order to get into the vocational school?
No.
You know, we do here. Our vocational school here, you have to be at least, I think it's a B plus student in order to get into the vocational school, or
Oh
else
no, 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 no. Our
they
VOTECs
won't even
are
think
for
of it.
people who aren't doing good and can't
That's
keep
what
good grades.
that's what I always thought of. Like, I don't understand that mentality that they have, but yeah, you have to have the least is like, I'm not going to say a B plus, but like a B and above in order to get into that school. I know that they have 2 weeks of curriculum and then they have 2 weeks of shop. But yeah, you have to be an outstanding student basically to get into a vocational high school. Guess it's
VOTEC is
different.
only a half of a day. You do your regular schooling for half a day, and then you go to VOTEC for half a day.
Oh, well, yeah, totally different here. It's 2 weeks of curriculum and two
And they
weeks
have
of.
full-time VOTEC, but those are for students who either have issues or
Mhm.
can't keep a good grades.
Yeah. See, Jennifer says you have to have a certain grade as well, where she is. Covers is saying I was kicked out of my 15 from my house, finished high school at 16. Wow, that's awesome. Must be very smart.
Who is that? That was Tyrannical.
Yeah. We have VOTEC in just this last year changed my class of 75 scholarship program to allow that. No, just college.
I was thrown into VOTEC because they put me into the teen parent program. I lasted a month there. My
Nikki
daughter was
loves.
only a few weeks old, and head lice went through the nursery, and I said, bye-bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, Love Snacks had the same that you had. She went to VOTEC. It was called Adult Education. Cosmetology started at 16. Yes, you have to have good grades. She did half of the day in general ed and then half in cosmetology. Now, in high school, we had that in our high school, but it was just a public high school. It wasn't a vocational school. So our high school, we had vocational, and then we had business and we had college prep and all of that in the regular high school. And half of the day you would do, your vocational part, and then you would go to regular curriculum classes. But the other one, which is Diamond Vocational High School, they do the 2 weeks of a vocational and then 2 weeks of the curriculum. I wouldn't have been able to get into VOTEC then. I had 84 average, which is a C in my school. 84 C, that's awesome. Street smart. That makes no sense. So I cannot do an English test, but I can put a motor together blindfolded. That makes no sense.
Exactly.
Yeah. Michael, our grading scale was tough too. 195 was 90. Yeah.
I was a straight A, high honor roll student. I took advanced classes,
Mm-hmm.
but I had a lot of fun when I wasn't in school. So I got myself into trouble.
I don't know. I only got A's in one class throughout high school, and that was drama class. That was my favorite class.
Well, that's why you got an A in it, because you were really interested in you.
That's what I was going to study for. Actually, I was wanted to study for a high school drama teacher.
That's cool.
So,
I was going to be a nurse.
A nurse. That was always my dream, to be a nurse as well. But
I had
then
one
when
semester left before I became one.
What?
Yep.
Oh. But then, yeah, it's that damn degree, that paper. Bet you could do the job, but you need that degree, that paper to tell you. 100 years ago, when I was in high school.
Or try to reread that like 3 times. Still don't get it.
No, I don't get it. 100 years ago, when I was in high school, anymore we could do vocational school. Not sure, Kathy. Pretty close, Michael. It was tougher than public school. Sadly, grades don't show the intelligence in folks. That is 100% a fact. In my book, that is a fact. You can
That's
go to
for sure.
college. You can go to college and get all these degrees, and man, you could be so stupid.
Yep.
I don't like that word, stupid, but you could be so stupid. Like, seriously, you only know about that one subject.
I will never pass up my street smarts for being
Book smart. Book smart.
Yeah. Street smarts have gotten me through my life and tough decisions, and yeah, no, I'll take my street smarts any day.
I don't know street smarts. I don't. And I'll be the first one to admit it. I do not have.
Agree. You do not. It's okay though, because I love you for it.
I don't. Like, I really honestly don't have street smarts. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't. I'm not a book smart person either, but I try to learn something new. Like, if I don't have no problem asking somebody if something comes up and it's like, okay, and I'm second guessing, like, I don't know what it is. I have no problem asking that person, hey, what is it? Or looking it up. Like, I try to learn something. I want to learn. And I think I'm a late bloomer. Like, in high school, I wasn't that smart. I was probably a C student, but I think I'm a lot smarter now. But street smarts, I'm still very, 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 no.
I
good.
disagree, Nikki.
Where are you? Oh, Nikki.
There's common sense, and then there's street smarts.
Yeah, street smarts I don't believe that it's just common sense. I'm not even going to say anything about that because I don't even know. So there you go.
I've always had common sense, but
yeah, I think I'm more of a common sense type person than I'm going to say I'm intelligent in common sense, not intelligent in street smarts, and not intelligent in books. So I'm a common sense type of girl. How's that? I like that one better. Oh, Michael? Yeah.
Yeah.
She is.
For sure.
Yeah. 100% for sure. For sure. Definitely. Like, sometimes she looks at me and she's like, what? And yeah, she is the street smart person. That's for sure. She's very intelligent, but she's definitely street smart.
I don't know how that between me and Kim.
Really?
I'm asking you guys.
You want me to tell you? I think I don't know.
Don't hold back, Susanna.
I think you're street smart. Like, I find you a very intelligent person. Like, you're definitely street smart. Now, Kim, on the other hand, she can tell you the whole stories and more stories about this one and that one, and she just keeps going and going and going. But tell me I'm wrong.
No, that's why I crack up. I say it all the time when I see Diamond in our auctions and he writes, "Can somebody put Kim on mute?"
I'm gonna have a little what do you call it? The little remotes, and then when she's talking and she keeps going, I'm gonna click it, and she'll be like, "No, definitely, I think you're."
Oh, Kathy.
What's wrong? Be right back. Some weirdo is parked in front of my house again because it's Friday and I have donations. She is constantly getting bombarded with these people, huh? Poor thing. And she's just trying to do the right thing. Larry. Oh, Larry. It's okay, honey. Larry's not street smart. That's okay. We have a group. My door is always open. Come on in, sit down. We'll have a cup of coffee. So T, how did you get so street smart?
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know?
I just think it's just how my personality is. I honestly can tell you I am not book smart. I am not book smart. In school, my normal grades were pretty much C, D's, and F's. Honestly, I did not care about studying. I did not care about tests. I was always in trouble. I don't know. I don't know if it's just the way I am. I'm not afraid of a lot of things. I'm not afraid of people. Actually, I don't know. I don't know. But that's why I said I could honestly say I'm not book smart.
But you know what's funny is that you love books.
Yes, I do.
Do you
now? And the last maybe 15 years. Now Otherwise, I love reading and I love books and stuff like that. I think it was more back then when I was younger.
When we were younger, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't pretty much care at that time what was going on in school.
Okay, Mystery Covers has a question. Can I ask a question? How can you report someone on Facebook for using false information and harassing someone and threatening death?
You go to their page. And then you report their profile.
Oof. Good morning, my beautiful Amber.
I have lived a life that most people will never have to experience. And would be scared to have to be put in many situations that I was in. So that's where I know I have street smarts.
See, that scares me.
I was never in bad situations. I think I put myself in certain things that it was just I kind of grew up faster in my head. You know? I think that's what it was for me.
So Amber said, can we talk about how my first girlfriend's schooling my ass on how my gaydar was broke and I was messing up the rules? Oh my God, Amber. I can't wait for your show tomorrow night with Rhonda. I'm taking a nap. Everyone, take a nap before this show happens. Seriously, because if you can't stay awake like me, you need to take a nap. I want to take a nap. I'm going to put a reminder on my phone. Nap time. So I so want to watch this. I don't retain what I read unless I read it 10 times. But if it's audio, visual, I remember it. Right, Amber? Yeah. I have to reread and reread in order to get it. But if I see it, and if I'm doing it, I get it a lot faster. So, yeah. So a lot of people are, they read and they get it. Others do it audibly or hands-on.
Yeah, I'm more hands-on.
More hands-on, I think. Yeah, hands-on. You can tell me, but yeah, hands on, because I have to actually do it in order to retain it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, don't tell me, just show me.
Yeah. And let me do it on my own. Don't do it for me. I think. Or maybe someone has to do it first, and then I have to do it on my own. Yeah, I think so. I think that's the way it goes. Don't lock my ass off, right, Kim? Some people's gaydars are really off. Yeah. Hey, when people meet me, they never think that. So, or you either. No, I never guess. Yeah. So a lot of people's
Me?
gaydars are off. Yeah.
Oh.
No, I would never did until you said something.
Oh.
See again. There goes that street smart stuff. Renee, I sent you the link if you want to come in, honey.
We're getting ready to go live.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Okay. No, Flamingo, I'll watch you. You can't come on. I'm gonna be watching you. I have to say that night, what was it, Wednesday, when I did the auction with her, Wacky Wednesday, I had so much fun. So much fun. Like towards the end, I was so tired, I couldn't even read stuff. I could not read anything. But I had so much fun. Definitely want to go back on again.
What time is it at?
What's that?
Now? Renee?
Wednesday night?
12?
Today or Wednesday night?
Today.
12
Yeah.
o'clock.
Noon.
Oh. I'm
Well-
just not an early auction person.
This is leading up to something. Before I leave for this morning, I'm going to tell you what's coming up on Monday on my channel, and then we'll go over what's going on this weekend and today. But Monday on my channel, it's called Community Events, Community News. It's at 10 a.m. in the morning. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys almost like a TV guide of what's coming up for the week on different people's channels. So, we'll have like I'll say Big Barn tonight at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock with Renee and Joe. And if they have a special guest or whoever's channel is coming on that week, if they're having special guests. So
The only thing that sucks with that is a lot of people don't do their thumbnails before Monday.
Yeah. But
Other than that, it's awesome.
If I don't have the thumbnails, I'll still talk about it, thinking that, because we know regular people will be coming up with their regular shows.
Right.
Everyone knows about Victoria. They know about JJ. T is one that does, she might do one thing one day or might do something another day.
Well, I have her schedule for the next month.
Awesome.
I'm scheduled I think pretty much I'm scheduled for the next 3 weeks to a month now. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, I my calendar was all messed up on calendar last night. Ask Rhonda, but we got it situated last night.
So Rhonda, can you text me or email me that calendar? Rhonda?
Why me?
You said you have it.
She's right there though, so she can text her and email it to you.
Because you know why? Tia's gonna forget in 5 minutes. She's not gonna know.
No, I wrote it down last night. That's what I was saying, Rhonda. We fixed everything last night. I wrote it down on a calendar. I'll tell you in back room or I'll text it to you. But at least for this week, I'll let you know for sure. This week we're actually busy this week.
I'm holding you to the fire. You're gonna give it to me.
Oh man.
If you don't give it to me, I'm not going to say anything next week about you.
Papa, are you still here?
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Renee? Mm-hmm. Rhonda is busy. T can do it.
Jeez. I hope Renee's studying up on her trivia for brooches.
I wouldn't
Oh,
sleep
but
with the trivia.
I am excited.
Nikki might meet her match with the trivia.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I think your name is Lisa. Is it Lisa? Flipping Crazy Lisa? Okay, Lisa. Send me your information for next week so I can go over it on Monday to let everyone know. I'm going to put my email in.
Renee, we can't give you the questions yet. You don't know the questions until right when they're asked.
Yeah, Renee, nobody knows the questions. I don't do I do the questions a couple days before. Nobody knows the questions. Not even Kim knows the questions. But I do want to mention real quick, this Thursday, for the first time.
Hold on. That's why I was waiting. Is Papa Bear? Papa, are you still here?
Papa Smurf.
Oh, I thought he said he had to go earlier. No.
I thought he did. I just hoping he was still here. I'll write him. I'll let him know. He's gonna be so happy. Go ahead.
First time on this Thursday coming up. Me and Kim are doing an auction with Mountain Trails gems and jewelry. Mr. Jim.
Mr. Jim is coming on. I'm so excited.
Do you know who that is, Susanna?
No, I'm no.
Not enough people know about Mr. Jim.
No.
I was so happy when T said, "Do you think you'd want to come on?" I'm like, "Oh, I'll ask him. I'm sure he will."
I just met him actually not too long ago either. Rhonda had told me about him, and I went over to an auction with Rhonda and a few other people. He has beautiful stuff. So I asked Rhonda, I said, "You think he's interested?" And she's like, "Yes." And he said, "Yes, he would love to come on." So,
oh wow,
yeah. If you guys don't know him, it's a new face. Please check it out. The thumbnail is already out. Rhonda's really excited to have him on.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah. And yeah, me and T is on. Yeah, I'm on this Thursday. It's the Snipe It, right? Thursday with
yes.
Renee and Nikki.
And then tonight.
Oh yes, and we are doing auction tonight at 8:00 with Just Sandy. Just Sandy's coming on with us tonight.
Oh,
so
nice.
Guys, reminders for that. It's the thumbnail's off for that. Just Sandy will be with us tonight.
And then Tuesday, Sunday, or you don't know about Sunday yet? Sunday's not.
We still have to talk about that.
Okay, so Tuesday.
Tuesday we are having Jerry Wolf Toy back on with us on Tuesday.
So excited.
Oh my God, are you kidding again?
Yes.
Yeah, he's coming back on. Yep, and he's bringing a lot more stuff because people were asking him last night, "Can you bring this? Can you bring this?" So I think he even said he's
going to the storage unit to get goodies.
Yeah, so he'll be on Tuesday with us, and it's not 9; it'll be 8:00 this time on Tuesday.
Oh, nice, very good.
Oh, look, Cinnamon said it. Mr. Jim's fabulous. Bravo.
Yes.
T, what are you doing? Tania, what are you doing tomorrow?
Nothing.
Oh.
Because Renee, you're always busy. And now you've been down and out for the past how many weeks? How could anybody invite you on their channel?
Yeah, geez.
Most people want you to invite them on your channel.
I'm going to invite Renee. Renee, I'm going to text you. I'm going to invite Renee.
So, okay. So today,
wait a minute. Wait.
In a half an hour.
What's the matter?
Flippin' Flamingo, I invite you on the channel.
Oh.
Come on the channel.
All right. Renee, you just get on the channel over here, Renee.
In a half an hour, we have Big Barn Flamingos. Woo woo. And then tonight is Tania and Just Sandy. And then tomorrow, Susanna and Picky Nikki are on at 6:30, or is it 6?
It's 6:00, but I think we're gonna probably have T come on too.
Just
Oh,
to
really?
you know that. And then,
No, I just heard this right now. I just heard this right now.
and
Yeah,
then
I
tomorrow
love you. The girls
night,
are going home. The girls are going to their dad's tomorrow.
So you
So I'll
can
be
come
free.
on tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be free. They're going tomorrow around 2:00 to their dad's.
All right,
and
it's
then
in my
also
house.
tomorrow night, I'm going live with Ooh Ah After Dark.
Yay! Yay!
Westside Gary will be on tomorrow night as well at 8 p.m. Mm-hmm. So
Renee
it's
said
out.
not to auction. She said not to auction. What does that mean, not to auction?
What do you mean not to auction?
What are you talking about, Renee?
What's she talking about? Renee's always. I send her the link out to come on whenever.
Oh,
she
you
wants
sent her a
to.
link to not to auction, but just to come on like shows. But hold on, wait,
Oh,
hold up. Wasn't Joe just on Susanna's show?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think maybe she was sleeping. That was right after her surgery.
And if you guys didn't know, the Brooch Battle Round 4 is August 31st. I haven't done the thumbnail. It's going to come out. And it's going to be Challenger, Flippin' Flamingo, Renee against champion Picky Nicky. August 31st.
Oh,
And
also,
then, sorry.
Julie, I think she's going to be on Sunday with Treasure Hustlers.
Sunday we have Mama T's Flea Market at noon. You can either go and hang out and buy. You can even, if you've never sold, you can sell some stuff. They accept everybody. And if you don't want to show your face, you can just send pictures to Big T and they will show your pictures for you and you can sell some tea. And then Tania might have an auction Sunday afternoon, possibly around 3.
Yeah, around 3 or 4 with it'll be just jewelry with Heartland Tinker Brandon.
Yeah. And then for the first time ever, the Treasure Hustlers are having their first auction on their channel at 8 p.m. Eastern.
When? Sunday?
Yeah.
But that's with Julie, right?
I believe so.
Yes. Renee is complaining. The one versus Nikki and I think sucks.
Which one, Renee?
No, don't say it. Don't say it. And Renee, can you just come in the back room real quick just to tell us which one? Tell me which one.
Mm-hmm.
But to start off the wonderful weekend, please come join us over on Flippin' Flamingos with Big Barn. Come have some fun with us, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I know JJ's got a bunch of goodies. He showed a preview yesterday at the end of the auction.
Renee, text me which one.
You don't have to stay. You can just come in and then leave just to tell her.
Nikki said she told you.
She did? Let me check my text. I don't remember.
Well, come jump in real quick.
Yeah, jump in. I sent you the StreamYard.
And then we'll jump over to get ready for the auction.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you, everybody, for being here. You guys are awesome.
Okay.
Please remember to hit that thumbs up from my Susanna.
Everyone, have a great weekend, and I'm sure I'll see you guys in the chats. Don't forget, we're going to be going over to Big Barn. Let's go spend some time with JJ. Bring your coffees, bring your drinks, your snacks. Have a good time.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Why is it not? It's not playing. Come on.